Today is the 5th day after surgery. There were a couple of concerns in the beginning, but after talking to the doctor, he reassured us, everything would be okay. Wait on pathology to come through. Her recovery is actually, she feels like she's doing better than everything that she's watched, everything that she's read. Her pain levels, according to her, are not as severe as her monthly pains were. So that is good. She's able to get up and move around a little bit. A lot of times I have to help her up. I have to help her back down. She can't bend, she can't twist, she can't do any of that stuff. But as far as pain and being able to just get up out of the bed and move around, she's able to do that, which is good. She overdoes it at times, and then she has to get a little more rest. But all in all, she's doing better than she thought she would. She's got a nasty rash right now from a reaction to the tape that they use, and we had to go back to the doctor yesterday on that just to make sure that's what it was. And it is, so that's good. So we'll keep treating that, keep doing what she's doing as far as resting a bit, getting up a bit, resting a bit, getting up a bit, trying to make sure she's not overdoing it. But it is pretty good that she's not doing as bad as we thought she was going to. Pathology did come back yesterday. Everything's clear, so that's wonderful, wonderful news. And she asked me last night if I'm getting bored with my time off because we can't really do anything. I was, not really. I'm just hanging out, taking care of her. So no biggie. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on channel growth. I've watched, I can't stand sitting on the floor. My chair is actually in there because I have all of her stuff, like what I call a life table in the hospital. I have one of her chairs set up for that, so my chair that's in here is in there. Adjust the camera. And what was I saying? Thankfully, my mother-in-law has came a couple of days and cooked us dinner, which carried over to lunch, which also carried over to dinner last night. So that helps out a ton. But I've just been sitting watching YouTube channel growth videos, video techniques, different things. And that's that. Got a little frustrated with myself last night because she's concerned about the rash, and I get it. But I felt like I had covered it with the ointment well enough. It wasn't. I'm really disgusted with myself with how I handled that. Could have handled it a lot better. But today's a new day for me to try to be better at that. Sometimes in this world, we do fail. A lot of times in this world, we do fail. And thankfully, you get other opportunities to make up for it. You get other opportunities to be able to, I'm not going to say take it away. Nothing ever takes it away, but prove that that's not really the person you are, but it creeps up every now and then. We're human, things happen. But today's my day to be better than I was yesterday. She thinks it's funny because I've been doing great on everything except for that last night. Other than that, I've been doing great. Make sure she gets up, make sure she has what she has, except for two things, which in the beginning of this journey, I was doing fine with. One, she cannot bend over to lift the toilet seat up. Typically, I never put it down. for some reason right now putting that bad boy down every time I go to the bathroom, and she's like, babe, yep, I did it again. The other thing, which I wasn't doing in the beginning, but I am doing now, her life table needs to be sitting right beside the bed so that she can reach it. Whenever she gets up, I push it to the side, and I haven't been pushing it back to the side of the bed. So she was laughing last night. I'm not giving her anything to drink, and I'm not letting her go pee. And I said, you don't have to pee if I don't give you anything to drink. Just joking around. But that's that. I really hate that I acted the way I did last night. Sometimes my frustrations grow due to other feelings that I'm having. And 46 years, I'm doing incredibly better at that than I used to. But I still have so much growth to be had in that department. Not allowing other frustrations or concerns affect the moment. Yeah, that probably has been a downfall of mine a lot in my life. But right now, I'm gonna get up, go see how she's doing. I think she's still asleep, but I'm gonna try to find something to eat. Verbalizing that really hits home. Letting my underlying emotions and concerns affect the now. Can't do that. So, like I said, she's doing a lot better than expected as far as pain and things like that, but she still can't do a lot of moving. So today, when she woke up, she says, I want to get out of the house. Yesterday, we got out of the house, but it was a stressful situation. So today, she just wanted to get out, relax, bring her camera, and I guess try to have some sense of normalcy. I'm gonna go see what that is up there. And since she can't get out and do a whole lot, I'm doing the walking and exploring for her, so to speak. We're just at a local lake. Not really at the lake part, but she's just wanting to shoot some birds and walk around. Kind of saw this little area right here, and she was wondering what it was, so told her I'd walk over here and figure it out. But I think something that helps a lot of people after surgeries and times of adversity and things like that is just gaining a sense of normalcy after occurrences that aren't normal. That's kind of what she's wanting to do. So I'm up here, and this is not a walking trail. Looks like a driving trail, I guess, for TVA or something like that. I don't know. Let's check it out. yeah, so I guess it's just a little driving trail that they use sometimes just to go to right there, because that's really all you can go. A little shortcut for them to go from, I guess, the dock area to the dam area whenever they have to do things. But like she said, this is a nice little spot. We can come and set up our chairs and look for birds. The unfortunate part is whenever it gets to be more summery, whenever it gets to be more summertime, there's going to be slews and slews of people here swimming in the swimming area, and it's going to be loud and obnoxious, and that'll be no fun. We are fans of peace and quiet. I do know if you go on the other side of this hill, the paved way, there's a little area that is got some picnic areas up in the woods here, and you can walk around and check all that out. So that's cool, but I'm not going there today. Just trying to see where exactly this goes. Pretty sure I wouldn't be able to bring my truck back here and sit, but if I could, I would, because that would be nice. But that's that. I'm gonna head back to the car now. Not sure how much longer she's going to stay out. This little stuff, this is all we got left of it. You want to put some of this other stuff in with it? And nothing in the blue. right, so she's at home, and that helped out quite a bit. She's at home, decided we would do some KFC for dinner. She may have pushed a little too hard getting out today, but I think she's a little sore. I think everything's going to be all right. But the ordering experience here has just been subpar. And I don't know if it's the social awkwardness of people, but when I was these people's ages working in these types of fast food restaurants, we had management. And management would come around and they would check our attitudes. And management would come around and they would check how we are presenting ourselves to the customers. And management would come around and they would make sure that everything was just, kosher. And I don't really get it as far as what's going on now. A couple months ago, my wife ordered a pizza. She called in, and the dude at Little Caesars was like, yo, just want to tell you we closed in 30 minutes. And then he just proceeded to be a smart aleck for the rest of the time on the phone. And there's been numerous, there's been numerous situations like that. And I really don't understand it because everybody, oh, it's the kids nowadays. Where's the freaking management at, is my question. Where are the people who are supposed to be keeping these kids, in check? Well, the problem is most of them are kids themselves, and or the adults just don't want to have to deal with it. They think, oh, we've got a worker and we're going to run with it. Like just now, I go in and I order something. I was like, do you mind if I order everything fresh? Yeah. Open your doggone mouth so people can hear what you're saying, right? That's number one. Two, you got an attitude problem. I repeat everything twice before I got any type of response from this girl, and she's just like staring at the counter. I'm speaking pretty clear, I'm speaking pretty loud, and she's not getting it at all. Finally, I say, that's it. And it takes a couple seconds. Anything else? Open your mouth so I can hear what you're saying. No, I don't need anything else. I just told you that was it. Okay, so how long will it be? Because I ordered everything fresh. 4 minutes? I said 4 minutes to get everything fresh. I said I need everything on this order made fresh. I said I'm gonna go park outside this door. Just bring it whenever it gets done. That'd be great. I don't understand. I really don't. And it grates my nerves. And as a manager in customer service, I push to have the best attitudes out of my people. And I push to have clear, concise speech whenever we are communicating with customers. It doesn't make any sense to me what's going on in the world. I don't know. I'm at a loss. But every single transaction out here in the world seems to be getting more and more painful just trying to communicate with people. It's funny because my wife's always like, oh, you're a people person. Nope, I'm not a people person. I'm good with people, but I'm not a people person. There's a difference. That's it for tonight. That's it for the day. That's it for this video. If you work in some sort of customer service, try to be a level ahead of what the rest of the world is producing, because it really sucks right now. That's it. I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna watch another YouTube video on some photography, videography stuff, and I'm gonna wait on my chicken.